I have said in the last video I'm no longer affiliated to another party. I was a Labour member, I am a Corbyn supporter, but Labour has their faults as well, and I've put it off for a couple of days for obvious reasons. But Cole Sargent, what on earth is going on there? Cole Sargent has ended his own life, but why? He was accused and sacked for unprofessional behaviour towards women, fair enough, but is that really a reason to end your life? Especially if what people are saying is true, that he's innocent. The Cabinet Secretary for Communities and Children begged Labour to tell him of the allegations, and they didn't. Was there something else that they just weren't coming clean on? Cole Sargent, who trained as an industrial firefighter and was a school governor at a primary school, needed to know what the allegations were. But my question is this: how serious must be the allegations for him to end his own life? I also said in the last video that party chiefs hold on and keep secret various accusations of wrongdoing and use them to control and manipulate the MPs in some time in the future. Could this be the reason why they won't release the allegations? Did party chiefs actually, subconsciously, force Cole Sargent to end his own life? But now Welsh politics are having a shake-up, and it seems to be subject of its own controversy. Lord Ellis Thomas, a once self-confessed Marxist, has also a certain way with ladies. Marjorie Thompson claims she and her purse were taken to the cleaners by the former Plaid Cymru leader in their 9-year relationship. But what is he doing now? Well, the Independent Assembly Minister and former Plaid Cymru leader is to join the Welsh Government as a minister. Lord Ellis Thomas will be Minister for Culture, Tourism and Sport and a deputy to Economy Secretary Ken Skates. But he left the party in October last year following a series of disputes with Leanne Wood and has been voting with the Welsh Government. And his voting record, well, that will become clear in a minute. But the reshuffle came as Allen and Deeside Assembly Minister Cole Sargent was removed from the Cabinet amid these allegations about his behaviour. But that has now had results that's completely rocked his family. And First Minister Carwyn Jones said, "I'm proud to announce my new ministerial team, which provides a balance of experience and stability with new drive and energy. This strong team will drive forward our ambitious plans for Wales, focusing on growing the Welsh economy, creating jobs, supporting our public services and improving the day-to-day lives of the people of Wales." He wants to grow the Welsh economy. Quite an honourable statement, you'd think. Why then in 2012 did David Ellis Thomas' single vote in the Lords cost the taxpayer well over £15,000? A campaign group promoting House of Lords reform known as Unlock Democracy posted a list of peers on its Facebook site who claim up to £300 a day for attending the Lords, but rarely vote. Another Lord named by the group was Labour's Lord Paul, who claimed well over £34,000 and voted just 4 times. Now, although there has since been some reform over what MPs and peers can claim, this could well still go on. Once you're caught doing something, if you are part of the group at the top of the chain, it's a damn sight easier to hide the things you have done in the past. And now you have Theresa May dancing the night away with media moguls. Remember all the meetings she had with Rupert Murdoch? Well, now she's cozying up to Paul Dacre of the Daily Mail. No doubt soon we will see headlines galore about how good the Conservatives are and how good Theresa May is. And yet she can't even keep an eye on what her members of her cabinet are doing. 2 cabinet reshuffles in a week, and an entity, namely Boris Johnson, that as a direct result of him running his mouth off, subjects a lady to a longer prison sentence, possibly, than she would have had, and yet he can't find an ounce of decency in him to apologise. And it really, this is obviously we'll have to be very careful about this because we want them released. But when I look at and I have raised this case many times now with
Javad Zarif and my Iranian counterpart. When you look at what Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe was doing, it's just, she was simply teaching people journalism, as I understand it. She was simply teaching people journalism, as I understand it. At the very limit, she was, and I hope that a way forward can be found. I must say, I find it deeply depressing. I think it's totally contrary to the interests of the Iranian people for this to continue.
And trust me, this isn't an apology.
I called the Iranian Foreign Minister, Mr. Zarif, this morning to discuss the case of Miss Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe. I expressed my anxiety about her suffering and the ordeal of her family, and I repeated my hope for a swift solution. I also voiced my concern at the suggestion emanating from one branch of the Iranian judiciary that my remarks to the Foreign Affairs Select Committee last week had some bearing on Mrs. Zaghari-Ratcliffe's case. The UK government has no doubt that she was on holiday in Iran when she was arrested last year, and that was the sole purpose of her visit. My point was that I disagreed with the Iranian view that training journalists was a crime. Not that I wanted to lend any credence to Iranian allegations that Mrs. Zaghari-Ratcliffe had been engaged in such activity.
But is Boris Johnson going to pursue an effort to reduce her sentence and go that extra mile to retract what he said? I fear not. But now you've got Gordon Brown, he's singing the appraisals of Jeremy Corbyn. Whatever next? Are the Conservatives really the party to lead by example and be the ones that decide what goes on and be our voice? I'm beginning to think they aren't. Mind you, I thought that for a while, but there you go. Do you know what's going on, and can you make any sense of it? Make your predictions to a general election in the comment box below, and after that, why not click on subscribe? I want this channel to get out there, be seen, and hopefully you really can have your voice heard. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Hopefully with a different look. I was going for something, but it doesn't seem to have worked. So I'll see you later. Bye bye.